We've got a story of an outbound West Ham transfer. We've got a story of a manager linked with David Moyes' job. We've got, I'm going to reveal Canning Townend's real identity. It's his first he's heard about this. He's watching this now. There we go. But before I do that, during yesterday's video, I said at the start, I was rambling on, waffling. I said nobody wants to hear about my skin condition. Got sunburnt, remember? Well, it appears not. Now, I believe the gentleman's name was Ryan Anderson. Ryan Anderson said, I only tuned in to hear about your skin condition. I demand more developments on this topic. Well, Ryan, since you asked, I must deliver. It was a tough and a rough old night. I put the after sun on, or after glow, or whatever it was, before I went to bed. But my back was burnt, so I had to sleep on my front. But my face also hurt, so I couldn't have that pressed against a pillow, so I sort of just a bit like that. And I was trying to sleep with my front, but almost my face hanging off the bed. Suffice to say, it was a restless night. I feel a bit better today. I still look like a lobster, and you can see it's all in my hair and everything. Serves me right, I know. Anyway, there you go. Should have stayed in my house, really, shouldn't I? So, first story. Now, I saw the story in Claret and Hugh, but they are crediting Football Direct. Not spelled how you would expect it to be spelled, by the way. Hammers reject £5 million bid for a loan player. Now, the player's name is Said Haksabanovic, which is strangely ironic, because I seem to be able to say Haksabanovic, but Paolo Souček, I can't seem to say at all. Now, you remember Haksabanovic. Haksabanovic signed for us. He was meant to be the next up and coming thing. We paid a little fee for him. It may have been about £3 million, something like that. Didn't really work out. I actually saw him play a couple of times. Saw him at Wickham. Saw him, possibly was it against Bolton, something like that. And I wasn't overly impressed, I've got to say. When I looked at it, I thought it would probably be more Martin Samuelson who made the jump, and even Domingos Quina, if you remember him. Whatever happened to him, by the way? Well, he went to Watford, but you know what I mean. Rhetorical question. So, bids come in, apparently, for Haksabanovic. Now, we brought him in. When it didn't work out, we loaned him out to Malaga. Now, there was, if you remember, there was some sort of old powers act going on with Malaga. As you remember, Pellegrini used to be manager of Malaga. The geezer's name, Husalos, that's it. I remembered it then. He was at Malaga as well. So it seemed like some people were doing people favours, and he got sent over to Malaga. Didn't work out for him. He came back, and we then shipped him back out to Sweden, as I understand it, where he went over there and he did very, very well. Well, I say very, very well. Maybe that's one too many verys. Maybe he did very well. Anyway, the Swedish website has said that scouts from Manchester United, Arsenal, Parma, Stuttgart, Milan, Ghent. It's funny how they get shoehorned in. Manchester United, Arsenal, Milan, Ghent, Glasgow Rangers, Freiburg, Iceland's national team. I wasn't sure you could do that. So a scout from Iceland's, he plays for Montenegro. He's been capped by Montenegro. That doesn't matter. I mean, the Brazilians were there as well, by the way. Antwerp, Rapid Vienna, Benfica, Utrecht, Ajax, Groningen. Is that how you spell it? Groningen. I'm not even trying. Lots more clubs are listed. I can't pronounce it. We're all in attendance to watch a youngster. When did all these teams? I mean, that's a lot of scouts. Borussia Dortmund would be proud of that attendance at the moment. That's a lot of scouts. Anyway, it goes on to list what Haksabanovic has done, but he joined the club on an 18-month loan from West Ham in January 2019, recording 6 goals and 8 assists in 29 appearances in the Swedish league. So 6 goals in 29 appearances gets you scouted by all the big, excellent clubs and all the small ones that you haven't heard of as well. And it goes on to say the 21-year-old was part of a deal with an agent that smoothed the way to land Marko Arnautovic to become a Hammer in 2017. Now, before reading this, I had forgotten about that. It said the Montenegro player at Montenegro, you see, not Icelandic. The Icelandic coach, he had no reason to be there. Maybe just liked it. It's reported to be one of the highest paid academy players on 15 grand a week. Football agent Willie Salthouse is said to have been involved in a double deal that brought both Arnautovic and Haksabanovic to West Ham. So basically, this deal, it may not be news to you, but a deal that brought we wish, the deal that brought Arnautovic over to West Ham included Haksabanovic. It sounds a bit shady. And then it seems to be a similarly sort of shady deal when we were trying to offload him to Malaga and then got him back. The poor lad. And now, honestly, now we're meant to believe the Harlem Globetrotters are after him. Look, let's be fair. And let's be perfectly frank about this. If a bid did come in for Said Haksabanovic and it was £5 million, we'd rip their hands off. We would. With no way that we would turn down £5 million for somebody that's tried twice to get in a team, can't get a team, can't get to Malaga's team, has gone to Sweden, has what is really a mediocre record in Sweden. Funny, you know. Come on. What a load of old nonsense. Discount that one. Discount the next one as well, by the way. Right, Canning Town Len is my mate. But he's mysterious. He likes to keep his identity under wraps. Listen to his podcast. If you don't, go and listen to his podcast. Go and give him a follow on Twitter. I'll link the podcast underneath, by the way. Does it with Nigel Carr. Good podcast, historical podcast. But he's sneaky, elusive. He's got a touch of the Scarlet Pimpernels about him, put it that way. So, I decided that what I was going to do, because Canning Town Len at the moment, I'll tell you, Canning Town Len is working on another. Hopefully you've all watched the film, Everybody's Second Team. He's starting to do another project at the moment, which is going to be West Ham based, which sounds very, very exciting. And one of the things he's doing is he's a very good caricaturist, and he's doing these portraits at the moment. So what you can do is you can commission a portrait for yourself, for someone else, anyone, of the said person, on location. So you could be in my man cave if you wanted to. I wouldn't. It's a bit smelly, so I wouldn't advise it. But you can go and commission yourself a drawing. Basically, Len is very, very good at drawings. If you want to get one, you can go to characterads.co.uk. So I thought, well, you know what? I might move into this area. Because to those of you, a few of you remember when me and Gio did that quiz. And on the quiz I had to do some drawings and people had to guess which footballer it was. So, for instance, can you guess who this footballer is here? Who's this one? I'm not going to reveal it till tomorrow. You're going to have to leave the answer down below. Who's that footballer that I've drawn? A West Ham footballer. I think it's obvious. I think the likeness is uncanny. So, what I've decided to do is use my formidable artistic skills to draw Canning Town Len. And here's the big reveal. Da, 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 da. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what Canning Town Len really looks like. So if you see, well, you won't see him, you're not allowed to. I was going to say go up to him, you can't go up to him. In fact, you can't see him and you can't go up to him. But I saw this man of mystery. You know what? I'm just saying. There he is. There he is. But I'm not sure his drawings are that much better than mine. Anyway, the second story I want to talk about is it's about a new manager. West Ham have been linked with a manager, Ivan Jurić, from Verona. Look, we have no money. We're not going to pay David Moyes off. We're just not. We can't afford to. We're skint. Or as my daughter would say, we literally have like no money. Right? None. Zilch. Brassic. Broke. We're not doing it. Anyway, what did make me laugh, right? So, apparently, according to this article, we're going to get rid of him. A French newspaper, La Arena or something. Oh, no, it's not. It's Italian. Similar. 3 colours on the flag. Different colours, but similar. I shouldn't say that. I am part Italian. A little bit. Didn't know that, did you? Anyway, I wish I was a bit more, because then I wouldn't burn like this. So, He's Croatian. What it goes on to say, it says that we may well jettison David Moyes. We won't, by the way, to bring this guy in. And it's this little bit that tickled me a little bit. It says that David Sullivan likes Jurić's kick and rush approach to playing the game, described as just spectacular enough to produce fireworks at the right time. What does that mean? What does that mean? It sounds like faint praise. Just spectacular enough. They've gone, his spectacular style. I'm not saying Jurić's spectacular style. Just spectacular enough to produce fireworks at the right time. I don't know what that means tactically. You want fireworks at the wrong time. I know that much. Sort of fireworks at the wrong time would be 11:30 on New Year's Eve, wouldn't it? That's fireworks at the wrong time. The 4th of November. Definitely fireworks at the wrong time. But no, this guy produces fireworks at the right time. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I want to keep David Moyes. I don't care. You know. Anyway, David Sullivan has denied it, and he said, oh, sorry, no, not David Sullivan. A source. Not, come, I don't think we can edit that out. No, a source. Forget I said that. A source, close to somebody, a source, has said David Man. I'll give up. David Moyes will be the manager of this club next season, whatever division we're in. There you go. Listen, myself and Gio are doing a cup of tea tonight. Please join us. We're going to be discussing Project Restart, training, players testing positive, all that stuff. Nice cup of tea. Your questions and bit of silliness. Probably talk about food for a bit as we normally digress and go off on a tangent. Unlike us to go off on a tangent, isn't it? Anyway, thank you all for watching, and yeah, I'll catch up with you about 8:30 tonight.